everybody. I'm Chris Longo with Den of Geek. We are here with Kobayashi-san, the music producer of the hit dark fantasy anime JUJUTSU Kaisen here at South by Southwest. We are at Bangers on Rainy Street here in Austin, Texas. Special thanks to Label Coin and Roland for hosting us in this fantastic podcast studio. Kobayashi-san's here with Crunchyroll today to speak about the growth and convergence of anime and music. So I think a good place to start is to bring it all the way back to the beginning and hear a little bit about your origin story and how you first fell in love with the art form.
音楽については、私は音楽大学の方に、の卒業ではあるんですけど、ものを作るのが好きだったので、自分自身も、コンポーズして作曲するというのをずっと続けてました。
I actually went to a music college, and I personally really love the process of creation and making things. So I myself would personally compose.
That's fantastic. And how did you find your way on this career path after into JUJUTSU Kaisen and some of the great stuff you've worked on?
そうですね、その音楽、作曲をしていたんですけども、ある時に、今の仕事ですね、会社東宝ミュージックというところに、誘われてですね、入らないかと言われたんですけども、最初は実はミュージカルですねの方の仕事をしてました。で、東宝がアニメを作り始める、やり始めるといったところのタイミングで、ミュージックプロデューサーとしてアニメの方に携わるようになりました。
Well, actually, of course, working on music, composing, I was invited to Toho Music, which is the film company and now animation studio as well. And when I initially joined Toho Music, I was working on musicals and stage plays, the music component of that. And when it became evident Toho was going to make an animation division to start producing anime, that's when I was invited to be the music producer on the Toho animation side.
It's fantastic. And it's a show that's beloved by our audience and audiences around the world and streaming right now on Crunchyroll. Can you speak to your experience on working on the show in season 1?
そうですね、呪術廻戦に関してはもうその、監督のパク監督と、非常に密にコミュニケーションを取って、作ったなという作品だったんですけども、呪術廻戦に関しては最初はですね、結構パク監督の方からこういった音楽が欲しいですというものを、オーダーをいただきました。例えばヒップホップだったり、EDM だったり、そういった音楽を、どういうふうに作っていくか、それを、BGM として作っていくかというのを、やりました。
With Jujutsu Kaisen, actually, Director Park, he is a huge avid fan of music in general, so we were communicating regularly, and he had a very specific idea. Hey, I want music like this, and he would send us clips and samples. So maybe hip-hop or EDM, depending on the scene and what type of emotion he was trying to invoke. So then I would have to take that back and discuss with the team, okay, how are we going to recreate this type of sound?
So anime in general, has tremendous international popularity, but that hasn't always been the case. How have you seen anime grow over the years, and what have been the keys to the art form expanding to these new audiences?
作品の、ジャンルといいますか、そういったものがアニメが多様化して、そのうちの一部が、世界中にそれぞれの国で受け入れられたんじゃないかなと思います。例えば、ヒーローのアニメがあれば、一方で人間ドラマ、ヒューマンドラマの、アニメもあったりして、国によって多分面白さが変わってきてるではないかと思って、それがワールドワイドに広がっているとは思ってます。
For me, I think a lot of it has to do with the wide variety of genre that you have, even within the anime genre. So there's a bunch of subgenres, and I think each country or demographic might resonate with a different type of subgenre of anime. And with the amount of anime that we have right now, if you're into superhero or hero type anime, we've got you covered. And then there could be human drama. So these different experiences, different backgrounds that are being discussed and explored themes in each genre, I think resonates with a specific audience.
もう一つはですね、世界の人たちが 気軽に見れるようになったのは大きいんじゃないかなと思います。以前でしたらやっぱり日本のアニメというものは日本の中でしか見れなくてなかなか外では見れなかったものが、今では日本で放送と同時に海外でも、その字幕付きで見れるみたいなのができてすごく身近になったように思います。
And another big reason, I think, is the accessibility to anime worldwide. The barrier to entry has been lowered significantly. At one point, anime was only accessible or viewable in Japan. You can only purchase it or acquire it or view it if you live domestically. But with a lot of the streaming platforms now, you get to almost simultaneously, as it goes on air on TV in Japan, consume and access anime with subtitles via the platforms.
Certainly an exciting time for anime, and we're seeing that at some of the conventions we get to go to, and just the passion fans have over here in the United States. So it's very exciting. And I just want to wrap up with a question about, why is it so, what is special about Jujutsu Kaisen and, the music you use to enrich these stories, and what have you heard from fans about this?
そうですね、主題歌含めて、サントラ含めてなんですけど、やはりアニメのためにその情熱を注いで作ってるというところが大きいかなと思います。例えば、サントラの方で言えば、13話かな、13話で流れている最後ラストで流れる曲なんですけども、わずか30秒しかボーカルが入らないですけども、それを入れるように作ったそのサントラを作ったというところは他のアニメではなかなかないんじゃないかなっていうような、作りになってると思います。
I think that's really comes down to the amount of passion and investment that the creators have towards the anime. So whether you take the opening theme, ending theme, or BGM, there is this drive to really inject that creativity into the music that's going into Jujutsu Kaisen. So take, for example, in the soundtrack, I think it was episode 13 towards the end, there was this clip. There's about 30 seconds of vocals in that, and we worked really hard to make sure the vocal part made it into the soundtrack, to the BGM as well, and not just focus on the opening or ending.
It was really fascinating to learn a little bit more about, what the process and how you really help bring these stories to life. So thank you very much for joining us, and you can check out Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 on Crunchyroll right now.